Keep in mind your code, your communication code. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1697 of What's She Up To Now. Documenting primarily the business journey as I transition from brick and mortar corporate world of business over a quarter century in corporate America while simultaneously running businesses in 27 different industries and fields. And then following my divorce in 2017, I transitioned out of all those businesses and decided I was going to check out this online internet world. Jumped in with both feet and learned a lot. Made a lot of mistakes, did a lot of things right, and continue to learn and grow both online and offline. I like to share and document my journey on this segment. Why? Because I can't see for squat these days, and I found that journaling is a lot more challenging than it used to be, taking notes and keeping track of things. So it's easier to just hop on and talk, and then if I want to go back and search and look for something that I've talked about or that I've done, I can really easily do that, and it helps me to reference the date that I need to go back and look for information on. So it's kind of a selfish tool, but I hope that it adds value to you in terms of you maybe learn something that a mistake that you don't have to make, because I already did it for you. I made the mistake for you. So today, a couple topics and a couple pieces of content that I created. Every day I share an idiom in my Supersize Your Business for Female Entrepreneurs group. And this year I decided I was going to align it with the annual challenge. This year's annual challenge is the BU 365-day challenge. We're doing one thing every day that improves us in some way. And I set that up and structured it to coincide with my own life framework, the life framework that I use to set my life up and try to take some of the chaos and confusion out of our life and structure my life in a way that works and makes sense for me. And so this month we're focusing on the area of communication. I consider communication and confidence core values and core skills that we want to learn and hone and always be improving throughout our entire life. I mean, when we're born, we're not necessarily very confident, but over time, our confidence grows. The same is true of our communication. When we're born, we don't really communicate very much except to scream and cry and make little facial expressions, right? Nonverbals, but then over time we learn to communicate. And I think that those are lifelong skills that we want to continue to grow and build and be better and better and better at. So today we talked about the idiom to keep in mind for Supersize Your Business. And basically it means to remember. So I talked about a couple of ways that I like to remember, as well as things I think it's critical that we remember as we're building and growing and supersizing our business. Our topic today for the annual challenge was integrity, trust, honesty. And we really, I looked at my calendar because I was like, I don't feel like we've talked about communication core values, and we really haven't. So we'll do that on Sunday. I scheduled it a couple days ahead. But we're going to do today's action anyway. We're going to start thinking about what is our code of conduct when it comes to communication. What will or won't we communicate? What do we want to participate in? What don't we want to participate in? What are our guiding principles or the few rules that we have, the lines in the sand that we draw? To me, that's our code of conduct. This is above the line, I'll behave that way. Below the line, I won't behave that way. So what's my line in the sand? What things are important to me? So we talked about ethics and integrity today because I happen to have cards for those. And then we also touched on what are the things that are important to us. Morals, authenticity, being ourselves, honesty, trust, trustworthiness, being truthful. What is truthful to you? Does it mean you never ever lie no matter what? Or does it mean that little white lies are okay? Where is that line in the sand? So we're creating our own communication code of conduct today with respect to the area of communication. So at least 3 to 5 things I'm going to come up with that I can use as guiding principles for how I do and do not communicate, how I will and will not communicate, and where those lines in the sand are for me on different topics like honesty, trust, ethics, morals, values, integrity, etc. I pretty much stick to my guns, stick to my values no matter what, in communication and in every other area and aspect of my life, because over time I found that when I don't stick to what's important to me, it hurts me more than anything. I have to be true to myself and honest with myself. Even if I'm not honest with anyone else, I have to be honest with myself. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. So it's Friday here in my neck of the woods, coming up on a weekend. Excited about that. A lot going on. There seems to be a lot going on in the fall all the time. So If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, I'm going to get to it. Have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Keep in mind that you are here to create the life that you want and that nobody can do it for you. Have an awesome day. Bye.